Hello, my sacred ones. I'm Savina Leo, and this is another episode of the Sacred Sutra podcast where I break down spiritual concepts so you can understand and integrate them into your everyday life. Today, I wanted to talk about the power of courage and how important having courage is to living our highest purpose in life. Unfortunately, fear has been instilled in us since birth, and we are taught to be fearful of almost everything, which trains us not to take the necessary risk. The thing is, on the other side of risk is your dream life, and we need courage to live the life that we want, to love the person that we want, to be the kind of human beings that we want to be to other people. It takes courage to do all these things. But having courage takes practice. It takes daily commitment to do things that scare us. I knew I wanted to help people maybe in 2015. I knew that I wanted to do it as a profession. I wanted to help people. I was gifted. I needed necessary skills. And my first step towards courage was investing in myself and investing in my gifts. I became a certified life coach in 2016, but I still didn't have the courage and the confidence to go out on my own until last year. That was 2021. Before I did this full time, I worked in a family business, and I knew it was always going to be a temporary thing, but it became me working there for years. And I remember coming down to the end of me working there. I felt like my soul was just slowly degrading. And it was because I wasn't living my purpose. I was so unhappy. I was so depressed. And I knew that I needed to have the courage to come out and live my true dharma. Now, none of it was easy. It was years and years of difficulty and me trying to figure out how to make things work, for the right timing to fall into place, for me to have the right combination of confidence in myself and my gifts. I started to train myself to do things that felt very uncomfortable to me. And it took many breakdowns and breakthroughs for me to get to this place in my life where I am so proud of myself and the courageous decisions that I've made in my life to build a life that I love. When you start making courageous decisions, the universe looks at you and the universe starts to reward you for stepping outside of your comfort zone. So how do you build courage? You get very comfortable with failure. You fail over and over again. The people who really succeed in life love to fail. And along with failure comes rejection and putting yourself out there, even though you know there's a possibility that you are going to get rejected. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Who cares what other people think about you? What is going to happen is that you are going to get ahead in life the more you put yourself in uncomfortable positions which you know are necessary towards your growth. I've seen fear and a lack of courage destroy so many people's potential because they're just too afraid to put themselves out there. Look, my ass is not from Gen Z, right? I am an old school millennial, and showing up on social media scares the shit out of me. If you know me personally, you know that even on my private social media, I don't really post anything. I don't put myself out there, and putting my face out there really makes me feel so uncomfortable. But I also know that if I don't do that there are people out there who need me and cannot find me, and I have to take steps to put myself out there every single day and step outside my comfort zone so the people who need me can find me. In my personal life, I am very social, and people always tell me that you can talk to anyone. And what goes through my mind is, what is the most that they can do? They can reject me. They could think that I'm weird. I mean, people think that because I seem confident, I don't get rejected. But I get rejected all the time. The key is I don't take it personally. I just move on and I try again. Someone is bound to give me a yes, a maybe, I'll think about it. I just keep trying. When you practice courage every day, the fear responses in your body will lessen, and you might even start enjoying the failure. What I've also seen is that when people let fear hold them back in life, the universe will almost step in and create issues in that person's life. So, for example, let's say you know you want to start your own business and you keep delaying it and putting it off. What is going to happen is the universe is probably going to get your ass fired, and then you have no choice but to start that business, but to be courageous, but to take the steps to move towards your purpose and your dharma. Or the universe will take opportunities away from you so you can really reflect on where you lack the courage in life. So, for example, let's say you are in a relationship, but you're afraid of commitment, you're afraid of all these things, and the other person is really trying to make something work with you, but you just let fear run the relationship. What is going to happen is that person is going to move on with their lives, and you're going to be left with your lack of courage, your lack of commitment to yourself and to others. You're going to have to spend a lot of time in reflection of your lack of courage and where you need to have more courage in life. Courage is also linked to vulnerability and the level of vulnerability that you're open to experiencing. Telling someone that you love them makes you vulnerable. Starting a business makes you vulnerable. Going into a career that you always wanted to makes you feel vulnerable. Vulnerability is just the level of openness that you have to being emotionally or physically disappointed. And all that comes from the heart. Vulnerability, courage, that all stems from your heart chakra. It comes from an unconditional love of self and an unconditional trust that even if things don't work out for you, the universe knows what it is doing and it is moving you in the right direction anyway. That even things that seem like it's not working out for the best for you is always for your best and highest good. If you're in a place where you can close your eyes, I want you to just get a little bit comfortable, close your eyes, put your hands over your heart, take a few deep breaths in, and I want you to just focus on your heart chakra area. Bring a little love and a little attention to that area. And I want you to say that it is safe for me to be brave. It is safe for me to be vulnerable. It is safe for me to be open. See a green light opening up your heart chakra, and then feel that light filling your entire body. And when you open your eyes, I want you to move through the world with more courage, more love, more openness, more vulnerability, because on the other side of that is the life that you have always wanted. As usual, you can find me on Instagram at I am Savina Leo. Come tell me what you were brave enough to do today. If you need more help finding some courage in your life to remove the fears, the blocks that are going on with you, you can click the Work With Me button in the show notes. It will take you to my page where you can book a session with me. If you need affirmations to help you shift your thinking and bring radical change to your life, you can check out my free affirmations. It's called 21 Radical Affirmations for Manifesting. Thank you for listening. I will talk to you guys soon.